Yo, what is up, everybody? Good day, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome in, welcome back. What's up, Croft? Thank you for the heads up on the widget down below. Yes, I should probably change that. Hey, it's the one and only, the DK Bay. What's up? Forgot to add, write your stuff on Discord, you lazy bum. Yo, you right. I didn't forget. I was just waiting. Dude, wait. Did you finish streaming? What's going on? Why? Why'd you stop? I'm gonna fix that right now since we're talking about it. Before we get started, I don't want my panel to look like poo-poo. You know what I'm saying? Channel. And the dev process. Okie dokie. The dev process. He believes. He believes. Boom. Awesome. Thank you again, Honcroft. Appreciate it. All right, we live, folks. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you again for stopping by the stream today. Today we're working on day 38. Day 38 of Grüvee development. Coolest new music app out there in the world. JK. Hopefully it will be soon. You know, this is an older sketch version. I don't know why that's there. Design. Oh, snap. What? What? Why is this here like that? That's weird. Okay. Anyways, so that was really weird. Sketch files are being misplaced. But today we're working on the... Oh my god. Yo, Evgen, I think you got the wrong channel, bro. I think that's the raid message for this channel. Yo, DK coming in with the 8 fresh new devs, even though I think those new devs aren't that fresh. They've been in this channel stale for a long time. Welcome in, folks. Dude, I'm really happy that I found out you're streaming this morning. Thank you, Royce, for posting that in the chat. Everyone should go give DK a follow. We had a great time this morning on his stream. So go check him out, give him a follow. Get this man to affiliate ASAP. And then he'll just take over the streams and I just won't stream anymore. So that's cool. Like, we can just transition over to his stream and no one will have to worry about this stream anymore and it'll just be a good time. We got over halfway to 50 followers. Hell yeah, man. Dude, congrats. Congrats. It's exciting. Yes, I like it, Royce. I like it. I like it. Thank you for the raid, dude. Appreciate the support. Appreciate you being here. No, it's awesome to see you streaming. It's cool to see people from the community starting to stream and get projects going and things like that. So it's really awesome that you did that. And I hope everyone else does. Roars, Evgen. It's been a while since you guys have streamed, so you know, just throwing that out there. Dude, we all love you. That's why, man. We want to see you stream. You got the content we want. Okay, so we left off on adding our comment section. We were having some weird issues with that. Still having weird issues because I haven't looked at it yet. So we're going to go ahead and start with that again today. So we left off, spent most of the day trying to deal with the height issue when adding comment section to our row song item. A lot of things going on here, but basically we need to set the height on the swipe row component. This seems to have some implementation to the playlist view. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think I know why that was happening. But let's just start the app up and let's repro what we were working with the other day. npm run. Let's start. Yeah. Yo, day 38. Man. The app that will never be done. Because I'm so slow. Yo, what's up, Joel? Is that React? This is React Native. So close, but no cigar, as they say. Might have to learn that soon. Do you recommend? I would say so. Like, I've really enjoyed it. It's actually been a lot of fun. Yeah. Oh, guys, I burnt myself yesterday in the freaking oven. Fucking suck, man. Got a nice, like, burn on my hand. But yeah, I would suggest it if you're looking to get into... I don't know, if you're looking to get into mobile development and you already know some web development, I feel like it's a cool starting point. Yeah. But so currently what the issue is right now is on our swipe to delete. Yeah, we don't have any animation here. And I believe it's because we actually, so if I go back here, we actually don't pass in a new height because we pass in this new property that is setting our height, but we're not doing that in our playlist yet. So if we go here, this should work. Yeah. Excuse me. So, with that being said, let's check it out and then hopefully fix up some of that jankiness. Hopefully. Vue native.io? No, actually. Yeah, I saw that you were talking about that. So that's like... Vue native. Yeah, well, this looks like something you can do if it ever wants to load. We'll see. All right, so let's go to our playlist list view. And so now in our playlist list view, we have this thing here. Swipe list view. Let's get song list view first. Because I thought I passed down a height to this thing, right? Have you used it, Evgen? Is it any good? Provide list without JSX. Nice. Support for animation, better debugging and tracing, supportive scope slot. Dude, almost 6,700 stars on the GitHub. It's pretty good. Let me do a git status because I don't remember where we changed this stuff. Animated swipe row? Oh, item height. Yeah. Okay. So item height's being passed in animated swipe row. So let's do a little search for that. It's not in here. It's actually going to be in our playlist item probably. No. Where are you, animated swipe row? So now we pass in item. Oh, wait, what? We do pass in the item height here. Excuse me. That doesn't make any sense. Yo, Caparino. What's up, dude? Welcome back, man. Well then, this kind of debunked what I was thinking. I thought we weren't passing that in for some reason. But if we pass the height into our animated swipe row here, style height there. Was there something else that we did here? Good bro, watching React Native stream? Hey, sounds about right. Yo, that's ironic. I'm programming a React Native stream right now. Holy. Wait a minute. Are we doing the same thing? AKA, I'm watching you. Oh. Nice to see you, man. Thanks for stopping in today. Do we put wrapper in here? Wait a second. Animated swipe row styles. We have animated container, right? Yeah. I don't even remember what I changed, honestly. Why did we do this to begin with? So I made swipe row, right? We added this thing, this style thing here. If I go here plus that. God damn it. Plus that. That seems to work. That changes the height. But hold on, folks. Give me like 1 second. I will be right back. Yo, sorry. It got really hot, and so I just want to take off my sweater. It's really, really hot. Okay. So, thinking about this again. We have our animated swipe row. Const goes in here. And then we added a style on the swipe row, and that was to get the height of the row after we add our comment section, right? And so the problem is, I don't think the item height is changing. How come it's changing though? I don't think the item height's changing when we actually do the delete. Because technically it should go... Yeah, why isn't that changing for the playlist? Song item. I don't think I added anything different here other than like toggling the common stuff. Yeah, so it's still here. That's funny. So if it's the swipe row is still there, that must mean the height never changes, right? So on animated swipe row, when we actually trigger the action, if swipe triggered, run swipe action. Maybe let's check out what the height is there. What's up, L2zo? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pixologic team, my friend. Glad to have you here. Appreciate you. Yeah, so swipe action callback. Age? Do people have an age command? It's an interesting command. My age is 26 though. I don't have a command for that, but you can ask me. My age is 26. 26. Oh, Jesus, sorry. Old. Thank you. That means so much to me. So we'll play this action. Yeah, so we just do that. And that's fine, so that doesn't matter. It's just our animation. Because it is deleting, which is good. Are you working on an IPS monitor or a laptop monitor? I am working on an IPS monitor. Yeah. It's an Acer Predator 27-inch. It's like the 2K model with the IPS panel. It's really, it's great. Great monitor. I've had it for a while. You're naming your components similar. I have no idea what the differences are. Really? I mean, I think it's pretty straightforward. You have the animated swipe row. Then you have the swipeable playlist item. That takes the animated swipe row. But maybe not. Dude, good PR stuff. Very, very bad for web dev. Oh. It all depends on the monitor you use, right? the quality. I'm just confused why. I think we're gonna change the file structure anyways, Evgen, so that stuff will probably be changed with it as well. Use this 4K monitor. I've been wanting to buy one. I think I'm gonna end up doing it. I've been wanting to buy one, and then also a 20 series GTX card, like a 2080 or something. Because I think they're now a pretty good price, right? Like 4K monitors aren't really, they're not super expensive. You need a dock? Yeah. Docks are where you say it. I'm curious what shrink height is. At this point, right? Because that's, I mean, that's kind of what would be the issue, right? Yeah, if it's not the last item, to value 0. Let's see. I think you got yours for 200. That's actually not bad. It's not a bad price at all. I want my eyes. I could definitely see that. But I think, I mean, depends on what you're doing, but a little bit of scale might be nice. Okay, so animating is working. Why isn't this thing? Oh, I wonder if it's because we set the height. But that's so weird, right? Because if we set the height and it's doing our animation. Where are you? And it's running our animation to value 0. I wonder if our swipe action callback now would technically need to set the height of this thing. Because we're just hard coding the height right now. We're hard coding, yeah, our item height. So if is loading, or what is it? Swipe action running 0, else item height. I'm very curious actually to see if that is something. I mean, that did it. But that that's definitely not how we want it to look. Oh, Lord. Yeah, okay, but that's what the problem is. I have the HP Elite desktop. I love it. Oh, display, not desktop. Nice, dude. Yo, Lucas Pell, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pixologic team. Glad to have you here, my friend. Appreciate you being here. Okay, so I think we need to add some little bit over here. Where is this shrink height coming from? Here. So this is set with our item height, right? So at this point, I think what we need to do, if this is, since we're hard coding this here, I think that's what our issue is. But if I take this out, we won't have any issues, right? That should work fine. It does. But if I come in here now, this is what our problem is. So in order to do this, we set a height that we want the cell to be. We pass in that height for our style, right? Which is gonna be your item height. When we are on the swipe action running, it needs to re-render that height, but we don't want it to re-render until, we don't want that height to show until after our animation block is done, right? So I'm wondering if what we do because we can't, I don't think we can run just shrink height here, right? It would have to be, we did like shrink, what is this thing called, value, right? That's a thing. Is it or no? Yeah, so this will again come with our issue. I just don't understand why it works in the songs list here. Or is it actually even working? It just happens to work. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Item height, that's what it was. Oops. Thing is, our swipe action callback gets called, or it's being passed in, so it's not like, oh, actually, oh, excuse me, unless I run this. Oh man, I think I'm getting sick. Ugh. Run swipe action callback. Let's do this thing. So we would essentially do this, but before we do that, why don't we set the item height so we can do, or set shrink height. Oh no, that was, oh shit, that was the whole thing. Okay, unless we did item height, and then we set height equal to 0. Isn't both item height and callback passing from the same place? Yes, they are. The item height and the callback. Oh yeah, I guess we could have done it over there, right? Yeah, it's a good point. I'm just trying to think right now. I'm trying to see if this even works. I don't even know if it's gonna work. It seems like it should work, but oh shit, we don't have access to it, do we? Oh, expected property shorthand. We do. I lied. It's actually pretty useful. This seems like a janky way to do it, which kind of sucks. But oh, it's gonna reset item height every time though. Yeah. Yeah, you need to use state. So at this point, we can do const some height. We do set some height. Use state item height. Set some height to 0. Some height's gonna go here. All right. Let's see. I mean, sort of, I guess. It's fucking janky though. Definitely, it's not as smooth as it was before. I don't know why it started doing that. Didn't even need a set height. Yeah, so what I found out last time, so if we remove this set height on the swipe row, right? Right, this gives us our playlist view. This deletes fine, right? No problems there. But the reason why I had a set height is for the songs list, because if you don't set the height, it doesn't actually expand the song item to its full height. And so you add this comments component and it goes behind it, right? And obviously that's not the right flow, but if you set the height on it, it will expand it and push the other song items down. So that's why I added this style here. This was the reason why I wasn't doing it. But for some weird reason, see, yeah, and then, oh wait, what? Now it's not working? Hold up. What the hell? Well, it was working. Wonder what happened. It was just item height, right? Interesting. Why'd this stop working? So the working state was... Let me go back to it real quick. No, it's just item height. Yo, Yag, what's up, dude? Nice to see you, man. I'm just gonna remove all this crap. Okay, so this was like a working state. It doesn't get the updated item height. Yeah, but when I... When it re-renders though, right? Doesn't the set state or doesn't the use state get called again? Or no? I guess not. Yeah, so that was that. That did work there. Don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So I'm good, thanks. How are you? I'm doing good, man. Just this row thing is very frustrating. I don't understand why it's happening like that. What could be the difference? So I guess the biggest difference right now animated swipe row. We have to find a way to account for yeah, like the whole animation is actually messed up with this new thing. I wonder if there's another way to do this comments section stuff. You seem frustrated? I feel a little frustrated. It's just like, it's stuff that I don't get. So it takes me a little bit of time to understand like why this would be happening. Because we're using, so the thing is we're using the same component for both items, right? For a song item and also for a playlist view. So, or the playlist item. So it's weird that you would have different functionalities, but it seems to be that way, as well as they're obviously created differently. So should probably be its own view. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's see if we can maybe rework that a little bit and see if we can potentially figure out a way to get that in there. Yeah, maybe that's like kind of like, let's go to the base setup and figure out what's happening there. Okay. So animated swipe row. Let's just comment this out for now. Okay. And that will work fine. There we go. And then we'll do it. I'm also frustrated, but I had to microwave my food like 3 times now, so that might be why. Yo, that's frustrating. Excuse me. That definitely is frustrating. So this is where we have our comment section, right? Inside of our touchable opacity in our song item, we have this song item detail, which is this stuff, all this here. Then we have our song item comment bar, which is this. And then when I press plus, that's when the comment section is shown, right? So at this point, I guess this is where we would technically add in our view. And then let's just set a random height on it for now. And I'm curious to see if this will still expand. So let's do a height of like 200, right? And then inside this thing, view is not defined. Okay, let's define that real quick. It ain't no more. Hey, that's the worst. When you bite into food and it's just like, Why is this gold in the middle when everywhere is hot? Feels bad, man. Like, cause I wonder. I think we should keep this view here, right? I think so. Maybe not though. Oh yeah. No, definitely not. Well, no, it's not what I was looking for. Dude, this looks weird. No. All right. Let's change this up a little bit here. Okay, let's do that here. There should be something like this. It is interesting though. Oh man, this inspector thing is so weird. Sometimes the inspector just doesn't work. So I gotta close out of this thing. Fried chicken and mushrooms and sour cream with cheese on top. Wow. Sounds like a good time over there, man. No. I thought adding this in the middle would make sense. I don't think this needs to be added anywhere else. But yeah, maybe wrapping into view was. So I guess this goes back to like what the original problem was, like we were trying to deal with. The problem is that the song item itself knows its height, right? But the swipe row is the one that's not updating its height, which is what these things are at the parent level, right? The song item is there, but it's a child of the animated swipe row, which is of type swipe row. So if this doesn't know what it is, how is it ever supposed to expand to the proper height? Sorry, veganism is not just for me. Hey, it's cool, man. It's not for everyone, right? Definitely not for everyone. List item component. Yeah, I don't know. To me, it seems like when we add in this comments component, the animated swipe row needs to know how tall it is, right? Ooh. excuse me, it needs to know how tall it is at that point. And then if we know how tall it is, then it knows to push the rest of it down, its content, right? Hey, upgrading Dave. Is the height of the child known before it's rendered? Like, can you calculate the height based on how many children? Let's take a look. I don't remember. I think I passed. Did I pass in a height here? I don't even pass in a height. Yeah, so this is swipeable song item. So at this point, oh, we don't need that anymore. Yeah, at this point we don't. Oh, I did do this thing here. I forgot about. Oh, I think this is what I forgot. Oh, this might have been it, dude. Or maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. But essentially, yeah, so the animated swipe row, when I was trying to figure out how to set this, if the comment section was on, then we'd pass in a new height at this point into our animated swipe row. So this is why that was working. Because then we could get it. We get our item height to be that new value that's being passed in. Right, so if I go here, that was fine. But still, that doesn't give us the, yeah. Because this is where our song items are being created, right? Well, it's the problem when you add that new, that new component, it doesn't know this. I guess like the swipeable song item doesn't know what it is, or it does, but we need to go up even one more level, or bring it down one more level to the animated swipe row, which is why we did this. Because if we don't do that, then it doesn't know what it is. But by doing that, now we have this issue in here, where for some reason our item height stays the same. But on delete in the song items, it doesn't. Time to work on your habit, Alex. Cycle says so. What was my habit? Time to work on your habit. Be awesome. I'm awesome. I can do this. I can do this. I'm awesome. I am awesome, right? Do you agree? Wait until child rendered, and then in child on did mount, you can calculate the height and then update the parents, but that gets complicated quick. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that might be okay, but there's something else going on here. Because these are using the same components, this and this. But that shrinks and goes away. So I don't get it. Wars is awesome. You maybe. Damn. Okay. Damn. Feels bad, man. Probably right though. I just feel like this is very dumb. Yeah, it is weird. It is really weird. That's what I'm trying to understand. What the difference between. Let me go to swipeable. Oh, swipeable playlist item is right here. Or we can do something like this. This would be interesting to see. Oh no. Sorry, give me 1 second there. Something derp. Gotta love the derps. Greetings, greetings. Okay, so we go. Oh. Because I did it the wrong way. There we go. Well then. Yeah, so it's the same thing, right? We set our item height like that. And I go here. Nah, I mean that's different though. It's a swipeable song item. So this one has, depending on the comment section, we change the height. Same here. I don't know, man. Not surprised. Dude, I don't know how to solve this, man. I don't know what it is. So I'm just taking my time and going through it. I don't really know. Yeah, but it looks like straight crap. Like, I don't know why it's like that. Because that's not the right fix, you know? I don't understand it. The animations were different to begin with. That's what the issue was. But maybe that's okay. It just doesn't make sense. It's really weird. It's really weird to me. I don't get it. But yeah, maybe that is the fix. Just forget it and just have the shitty animation, and we'll come back and try to fix it later. That could just be it. Yeah, they're the same. They're the same side by side. I already checked. Yeah. It's what we call a regression, pretty much. So, but yeah, we can actually set that in here then. So if we go to, where were we? Animated swipe row. We have our height, item height. Then we don't have to do any state stuff here, which is good. All we have to do is deleting. We'll set this to 0. Else we pass in the 200. So at that point, we do that. We're gonna have to add a little bit of margin. Yeah, if you see, it's just like, oh, that was actually okay. Yeah, let's pass in a little bit of margin then on this guy. Where do I do my styling stuff? This is animated swipe row. Animated swipe row styles. So we'll call this then wrapper swipe container swipe row. Yeah, it is really weird, but it's is very frustrating. How come the song row gets deleted but not the playlist? Well, so the playlist also gets deleted, right? But that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, the animations are completely different, even though they're using the same thing. Right? So like if I delete that, I don't know what the difference is. I haven't been able to see it. Have not been able to see it. Oh, are we gonna have an issue with this shit though? Let's see. Item height. Yeah, exactly. If you don't set the height to 0, it's still there. Yeah, I know. That's the whole that's the whole dilemma. That's what I don't get. I really don't understand. This is the weirdest freaking thing, man. It's margin bottom 15. Doesn't mean that the state isn't removing the playlist. No, I get you. It could be, but maybe. Yeah, because if you do delete this, the this is too big. Yeah, it would be so weird because literally nothing in the action changed. Yeah. Okay, so we got that in, but yeah, let's check the action real quick. You did change the song list delete action? Did I? Did I? Let's take a look. So add playlist action, delete playlist action, add song to playlist action, delete song from playlist action. Updated. So we're doing a map on the playlist thing. Sure, that makes sense. And then set playlist after, but delete playlist. We just set this filter. So I guess let's just do a. You remember it? Yeah, I mean, the biggest difference was since our playlist contains our songs, right? We had to filter the playlist to then find the song, and then that's what we ended up deleting, right? We would make a slice, find that playlist. No, yeah, find that playlist. Then in that playlist.songs, we append our new song, and then we set the playlist. Playlist clone. Playlist.song, set playlist clone. But that worked. That was fine. Oh, check what you're mapping over to render out the swipe rows, and then if the state is ever updated. Okay. So at that point then, yeah, we should see. Oh, delete from playlist. Oh, delete song from playlist. So that one doesn't matter. It's just delete playlist action itself. I would be curious to actually see what our playlists are before we delete and then after, because that could also tell, right? So if we did playlists, let's actually do a before. Oops. And then after. Are we using this state to render the playlist? Yeah. Yeah, we're using the playlist prop here. Before and after? Why? It's in our action though. You have to log inside the component, but this is getting called within our component, right? The delete playlist action, or it's getting passed along. Oh no, you're right. Yeah. The after needs to be logged within the. Yes, I remember this now. I remember this. Yeah, it's logged after re-render. So on delete, before we delete, we'll check out what it is, and then the after will log in this thing. Yes, thank you. Forgot about that. Okay, so before, after. Yeah, it is. I can definitely imagine. But this seems cool. But it's weird because it's removed here. It's not actually deleted, yeah. But then how come it's removed? I wonder if... Oh, the animation probably just brings it off the screen. That's probably what it is. So it's... I wonder if we inspect this. If I can find it. I don't think so. Yeah, it just moves it out of view. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, good call, guys. Good call. I would have never expected that. So playlist.filter. Filter returns an array, right? You have also set the height to 0 on the row as well. Yes, right. So if this returns an array, we're going to return every playlist item that where the ID does not equal the playlist to delete ID, right? Yeah, it must be, right? I guess let's check. Let's see what playlist to delete ID is. Maybe that's not being passed in properly. Playlist delete ID. Parse in? Maybe. But I'm pretty sure the ID I'm passing in is a string at this point. All the IDs are they're strings. I always do this kind of along with both the expression and stuff you're comparing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean we can check that though. That's why I want to check the playlist to delete ID. Yeah, because in the model, in the mock model, I always set the, like it mocked it out as like how we would want it, right? So it should be a string unless it's not. And if that's the case, I'm gonna change it because I don't want it to be an int. You can do it inside the filter function. Oh, yeah, true. Good call. All right, let's check it out. Come on, there. Delete ID. It's finished. What the heck is this thing? Oh. Yeah, but what is this even being passed in? I'm definitely passing in something incorrect. That's fine. Yeah. You're right. I did miss the return, but let's go to, let's follow this chain then, because obviously that's not the value we're expecting. Delete playlist action. Swipeable playlist item. Swipeable playlist item. And we have confirm delete. Delete playlist action. Delete playlist action is here. Pass it into our swipe action callback and animated swipe row. Oh, because we're not passing in anything here. I mean, yeah, it's a song. You guys didn't know I live right next to a racetrack. Got people all times of the day just running it down the street. Sometimes these songs have some like really weird ass shit. Okay, I think this is what the issue is. We're not actually passing anything, you know? So it's like we're literally not passing anything. Hey, what's up, Lithium? Welcome back, man. You're purebred racehorse? Well, thank you. Is his name Baguette? You know it. You know it. Is your name Baguette? What's up? Bread. Not passing to others is rude. Yo, you're right. Not passing anything. Not sharing the love. Just want to confirm that, though. Hey, AWZ, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Glad to have you here. I'm passed out? Damn. I'm passed out too. Playlist view. Delete playlist action. Again, let's just verify this takes in a param. Yes. Playlist to delete ID. And that thing is being passed into our swipeable playlist item. Right here. Delete playlist action. Confirm delete playlist action. Then we're passing that to our swipe action callback here. So we should get enough people in here streaming so you can make Pixologic dev team on Twitch. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick, man. That would be cool. We should do it. Try it, but you got to get everyone to start streaming, you know? So I'm trying to think now at this point. As our swipe action callback, we delete the playlist action. And once we delete it, but we need to pass in our information with this thing. Our swipeable playlist action would have that data. The thing is, am I able to do this? But I'm going to have to put in a lambda, right? So, or an anonymous function. I should be able to do this, I believe. I don't want to be associated with Alec. Jeez, what? Why is that such a bad thing, man? And then our swipe action callback, which is being passed here. I think that should be okay. I think that should do it. Y'all can be in the roars that bears teams. Roars that bears. Hey man, Beast, welcome. It's going, man. It is going. Just hopefully about to solve an issue, which would be really exciting. Oh, we're gonna have to do the return, but let's see if this actually works. Yeah, there it is. So playlist 1. True. False. True. Did it. We did it. Whew. That was a good call on the action not actually deleting. Who would have ever thunk it? But I guess when I'm programming, you never know. You never know. Oh, feels bad, man. Okay, so with that being said, we can remove all this crap. We can remove all this crap. We can remove all this crap. And that. So now this should work, technically. Yeah, woohoo! We did it! We did it. And now... So I guess I'm curious to see... Yeah, there you can go. There you go. You got the 2 there. Whew. Poggers. Yeah, good stuff. Thanks for the help, Evgen. Roars, thank you for the help as well. Upgrading Dave, thank you for the help as well. Yeah, I haven't changed any of the animation stuff, so I'm gonna like revert what I was doing originally for that, which was, and let's see if that works. Essentially, it's just commenting out the, where are you? The height, and that should do it. Hopefully, yeah, this thing. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Now let's see if this works. That doesn't work still though. So oh my god. I think my brain's breaking. Hey Serst, are you developing in Xcode? No, I'm actually developing in VS Code. Oh god. Because we got it working. Oh, I guess the thing was we set the item height. And then I think the animation's still gonna look like crapola. But at least it deletes properly. I don't know. Is it bad to remind me of jerk right now? Probably a little bit. But I do have that tendency. Does this show a live view of the app while developing? Yeah, this is actually it right here. This is a simulator from Xcode. So like we're building the app and it's building it here for us. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's enjoyable. I mean, I don't know. I know it's definitely not as smooth as it was before. It's like, I think this is what the bug was. I don't know. There's something along the lines of, I think that animation block is not running properly. It must be. That's how the animation was. Yes, but it was smoother. But this is like probably the best we're gonna get with it right now. Like it didn't just snap up. It was like it would delete and then ease in. So yeah. Man, I'm getting slaughtered by everyone today. Trolled hard. Well, I think the git commits show that I did make this, very much so. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's like that. But I think this will be at least a good point for this stuff. Then we can move on. I don't remember what the next step here was. Oh, right. Like actually adding the comments and stuff. That was probably the most logical next step. So let's make sure we didn't forget anything. So I'm just going to remove all this stuff before we do a commit. But now that works. So that's good. That's good. I'm glad we got that going. I invented the question mark? Damn, okay. Get on that level right there. Okay, yeah, and our styles swipe row, we're now just passing in our item height. So essentially this was the big change. We add a height to our swipe row item itself. And that gets updated based on what we pass in from those components. Blah, blah, blah. So our wrapper now has this thing called height. Our swipe row also has this thing called height, and we have to put a little bit of margin bottom on there. I hate how these are not in alphabetical order, so we should change that. There we go. Okay, so that looks good there. And then here, what else did we change? Add some log statements that we don't need anymore. So now we know we're actually deleting something. Can't believe it. This whole time. Okay, and then next we did... Right, so we changed this because we weren't passing in our playlist ID at all. So now our swipe action callback for our playlist item is just an anonymous function that calls delete playlist action with our proper playlist ID passed in, which is good. Swipeable playlist item. Then our song item. We import our comment section, and in here, what was I doing with this stuff? Toggle comment section. Oh, we're passing that in. So we weren't actually going to need this. I need to go make sure you push later. Yeah, I'm about to commit stuff right now. See your roars. Have a good rest of your day. So toggle comment section. How is this even working right now? Oh, because we're passing those in. I was like, Jesus, what? Okay, cool. No, these are good. These are good then. Cool. Yo, Yoda Droid, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pixologic team. Glad to have you here, friend. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, and then song item comment bar. We now have our new component here. And then we have our toggle comment section, which is being passed down for us, which is awesome. Passing in the song data for now, just in case we need to use any more song information other than the comments. So that's why we get that there, which is good. And then plus icon is cool. And then we just have this on press event now. Awesome. Okay. Here, we add a toggle comment section, set toggle comment section for our swipeable song item. And then all we're doing is doing the reverse when it's tapped again. Oh, right. I don't want to hard code this. So I guess the question is, how large do we want the comment section to be on the screen, right? So like for this, I have it, this is, I mean, it's relatively big, like tall. This is around 395 pixels in height. So if we do 395 plus the height of whatever our current section is, yeah. But I think that will be pretty large. I think we'll have to do it based on like the screen, probably based on the screen height, right? Because I feel like we don't want it to take up. We still want to be able to see this section, I guess, is the big thing, right? That's kind of like the problem there. It's when you expand that and it's under here. I mean, you have to scroll, which is fine. But still, like, if you'd rather not have to. Yeah, I think for this, what we can end up doing, I said this was 150. So if I did double that, so I did 150, 150, 300, that'd be 420. Let's see what 420 looks like real quick. I think it might be too large though. Oh, it expands it down there, but I didn't expand the actual comment section. Blaze it, am I right? Oh. Yo, you right. Blazing it. Nope. Nope. Hello, Inspector? Why are you doing that? Too fivvy. Where is this song item being? What? Oh, that's a comment bar. No wonder. I'm like, what? Sorry, let's go to song item comments section. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So the height's here. This is what we're gonna have to change. So we were saying this was 300. I feel like maybe we should do some math on the screen. And so like if we go here, it shouldn't be 50% of the screen, but it should be like maybe 40%. So if we do a height of screen height, or 40% of screen height. And we can probably do that in our style constants too, right? So for the screen height plus song item height, or that would be here, and then here, this is where we would do plus our 120 or whatever that height is. So let's go to style constants real quick. Cause yeah, I think I can bring device platform stuff in here too, which is cool. Song list, comments section. And so we can do an export const. Oops. Song list, comment section height. And so I think that should be 40% of the device height. So we have to bring in platform for that, right? That's what it's called. Or is it just device? Oh no, platform is that. So we want, let's do dot width, platform size. Okay. Oh no, that's not it. Dimensions, this thing. Yeah. So we go here, go over here. We're going to come up here, do that, remove that. And we're going to say at this point, dimensions dot get, and this should be height, right? Oh, dot get window, and then it's dot height. Dot height, and then we multiply that by 0.4 for 40%. And so then this guy always be style constants dot song with comment section height, 40% of screen height. Okay. Do we not have style constants? Oh damn. Okay, we don't. Should probably fix that. Don't need this stuff, it looks like. Don't need that. And now we just need import style constants. Wait, what? Did I import this incorrectly? Oh, I did. I always forget how to do this. Import as style constants. That's what it is. One day I'll learn. Okay, now let's try that. That should be better. And let's see our height. So here. Nice. Okay. So the one thing is we have to change the height, obviously, of the other view. But I think this will be... I think that'll be pretty good. I think 50% is going to be a little too large, so 40% should be good. And so then again, it would be style constants are there. So we're going to want to do, I guess, we don't have like a song item height. How long have you been working on it? Oh, we're on day 38 right now. So day 38, we've been working on this for 38 days. So I'd say probably about like 2 hours a day. I've only been working on it during the stream. Some stuff I've been doing outside the stream. But that's more like DevOpsy stuff, I guess. Just like getting stuff together. Song list. Comment. Oh, song list. Item. Height. And we're saying that's 120. Oh, I guess we should also do iOS, as this is what I've been doing. I'll just throw that in there. Can it export as an Android app too, or just iOS? Yeah, we're doing it both for iOS and Android. So after we implement like one piece, I always check it over on Android to make sure it works there and then make any changes as needed. Yo, what's up, noob? What IDE are you using? Since I saw you check for Android or iOS devices, are you planning on releasing this for both OSs? Yeah, both OSs for sure. We're using something called Visual Studio Code, an open source text editor by Microsoft that has some really, really great tools in it. You can build a bunch of great apps. Would Swift be easier to develop on? I think it depends on the person. The only thing with Swift, right, is you can't have... you won't be able to build it for Android, which would be kind of poopy. Oh my lord. So this was the first time that I've started working with this, and so far it's been good. It's been very good so far. Pretty impressed with it. But yeah, I have liked developing with Swift more. That is for sure. That is for sure. I haven't done anything in Swift in a long time, honestly. It's been a really long time, it feels like. When I used to work on stream in Swift every day. It's crazy. Okay, so for here, what we're gonna do is essentially say, if our comment section is toggled, we're gonna take the height of the comment section, and then we're also gonna take the height of the song list item. Else, we're just gonna return the song list item height. So you go in here, go over here, do that. Boom, we should be good to go. The only thing now is we have that. It's definitely a bug. But yeah. It looks pretty good. It's good MVP style. Most of the programming, but what kind of application are you trying to make? No, you're good. So we're making an app called Grüvee. You can check out more about it here if you want. But basically what it is a way for people to collaborate on a playlist together, and comment on songs and get notified when people add new songs to their playlist. So it's basically, I try to call it a social collaborative playlist, because you have the aspect of sharing songs with other people, but you also have the aspect of being able to communicate with other people within the app. And the reason why I decided to make this is because things like Spotify actually don't have this. They have collaborative playlists, but they don't give you notifications when someone adds a new song. And you also can't comment about each song in line, which is something I do with my friends all the time. So just adding that. And then there's some other things that are going to come out with this as we go through it. But this will be open source as well. And it's going to be live. So it's going to, be out there for people to download. So we have a GitHub repo up, and if you're interested in contributing anything or have, feedback or whatever, add in the issues, go ahead and make some PRs. We just uploaded a way to for people to get started in developing this locally. So would love to have your contributions. Hey, Kotoli, what's up? Welcome back. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Okay, cool. So I think, folks, we are coming up on the commit here. Coming in hot. Did I do swipeable song item? I did that. And then song item comments section. We don't need to add that anymore. Cool. I think we're ready to commit. Let's throw this bad boy up there. Git commit. Adding initial work for comment section, or songs comment section. Sadly, I missed some streams. That's okay. Any updates? Yeah. So the biggest thing right now is we just pushed our first update to our comment section layout. So pretty much now you have this idea of a comment section, which is cool. So now all we need to do is create our comments objects and start populating this and make it into a scroll view. The big thing right now is we still haven't actually finalized on it. The idea of doing this sort of layout where we have this chevron here, or this arrow, to expand and collapse this section. And then the plus would be to add a comment, or just having this where the plus would be show all my comments, and then we add this comment section here. And then you can add a comment. The only thing I'll ever commit to is Git. That's a fantastic idea. I agree with that. Can you not make the comment section relative to the amount of comments within it? Yeah, I guess we could also do that. This was just like kind of a initial, like, because I'm thinking more along the lines of, hey, like there's 1,000 comments in here or something like that. Like I'm just thinking ahead like that. Yeah. This is just the initial, like, let's get this thing popping up and showing and working and expanding, and then we'll actually like start worrying about, okay, like how can we expand the height properly with the items in. The main thing is I want to get I need to set up our actual comments, mock comments right now, so we can populate this, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, that's a good point. I think what we can do for that is basically say, like, make it relative to the amount of comments, but once it reaches a certain height, then we make it's scrollable at that point, pretty much, or like it's a default set height. If that makes sense. I think it does. But yeah, so the next thing I want to do then, since we got that working, is I would like to actually start creating our mock data. So we're just gonna create some mock comments, and then once we do that, we can actually create our comment item. So which would be this actual section here. And we can decide which one it is, maybe just for until we finalize on which design to go with. I'm leaning more towards this one. I think this one's pretty sick, but to start, maybe this one might just be the way to go, just to like get something on the page. So first we actually need to set up our comment object. So if we go to lib, why you're like that, we go to lib, we have this song and we have a playlist, and now we're going to create a new one here called song comment. and pretty much just going to be an export default. Song comments. And here, wait, did I put? I did. Now we just need to put our kind of our blueprint of what this thing is. And so we made this actually a little bit while ago. This is pretty much my idea of like what I would consider a comment to be. So we have some ID. So we're going to have an ID, which is going to be some sort of string. And then we have a timestamp, which will also be some sort of string, date time thing. Hey, what's up, Pierre? Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team, my friend. Glad to have you. Can you do flowcharts in Sketch? I don't know, actually. You might be able to. I've never looked into it. I just like, I create rectangles and add text fields in it. So we have ID, timestamp, message, and then who it's from. Should we do like sender username? Or sender user? And then this would end up being like a user object. I don't like from. So ID, timestamp, message, and then I think sender, I guess, would just be the best way to do it. And then this will just be a user object here. And then our user object, we had this stuff here. We haven't really set up yet, so I guess we might need to do that as well. Cool. So I'm pretty much at this point, what we're going to do is make our constructor. We're going to not worry about the ID or the timestamp. All we need to do is pass in the message and then the sender. And then this dot message equals message. And then this dot sender will equal our sender. And then at this point, we can do this dot ID. Right now, since I don't really have like some sort of ID generator, we're just gonna do we're just gonna do message plus sender. Pretty much the way to do it. And then the timestamp. How do we get a timestamp in JavaScript? I think we just use a date object, right? Something like that. Yeah, just a new date. Yeah, something like that. So this will technically be a date object. Thanks, Catelli. Yeah, I appreciate that. You have to do dot now as well. I think if you just use date function to create an object JavaScript with current date and time. Yeah, that should be okay, right? If we just create a new date object. I think it should be pretty good. Yeah, it's the same. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, so at this point, now we have a song comment, which is dope. And now what we need to do, let's make sure that our mock data here, that's our Spotify mock. I might want to actually move all of our mock stuff into that folder now that I think about it. Where do we go? Components. Playlist. Our playlist view. Right now our playlist view has all our mock stuff. Yeah, I feel like maybe that would be a good idea. That could be useful. instead of just having it all stuck in here. So we have the members there, so it'd be part of our songs, mock songs. Yeah, and so here we'll just make sure that each comment object is correct. But let's do this first since we're already doing this. Mocksongs.js, and then at this point we can just do an export default, and there's just going to be an array of songs, right? This thing here. So we do mock songs like that. Boom. And so we have now mock songs, and we can do new file, mock playlists. Same thing, export default. And then let's bring in these guys. So the only thing is now we don't have mock song, so we're gonna have to import those at the top here. So I should be able to do import mock songs from mock songs, just like this. You did a double array. Make sure you delete the one pair of brackets. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the heads up. I'll double check that. Yes, good call, man. Thank you. Good call. There we go. Awesome. So yeah, our mock songs are now in there. And so now, if we go over here, we can say bye-bye to those. And then mock data is going to be right there. So what we want to do is actually import mock playlists from let's go out a bit more. I should make a constant for this as well. Mock playlists like that. And then we're actually going to replace that here. And okay, yeah, it should be good. Let's just make sure that works real quick. And then we'll go ahead and do that. So it's npm start. And we should be good to go here. Yeah, nice. Oh. npm run iOS start. Let's try this again. Hey, Ash, welcome. Morning. Morning. How we doing? Bring that back up. Make sure that delete's working. Awesome. We got our songs here, which is awesome. That delete's working as well. Okay, cool. So yeah, now we're using our new mock data files, which is much better. Much better. Just installing new PC parts? Oh, baby. Tell me, what'd you get? What did you get? Okay, so now let's do a new file, and we'll say mock song comments. I'm doing good, man. Just going through some stuff with our comments. We're making some new mock data, adding a new comment section, all that fun stuff. 9700K new motherboard, 32 gigs of RAM. Oh baby, dude, that's sweet. That is a sweet setup. Actually just helped a friend last weekend build a new computer, but he got a 9600K. I think he got 16 gigs of RAM, but then he got 2070. Oof, man, that card is sick. Wish I could code. Saris, you could totally code. You just gotta try it. You just gotta try it. I promise. I promise, man. Just try it once. You can do it. Okay, so ID, it's just gonna be like comment 1. So for our mock data, what I do is I just stub it out like this. I don't actually use the song comment class itself, but I think that's okay. Timestamp. Timestamp, I guess it doesn't really matter. You just do new date here, right? And then message. Hi. My name is Alec. And I thought this song was good. And then sender is going to equal to, right, so again, sender is going to be a user object for now. We'll just use a string. So this will be Atalantian. I'm going to grab another one of these guys. Comment 2, new date. Hi, my name is Joe Schmoo. All these mock datas are going to be replaced by calls at the back into the actual data sources, right? Yes, that is actually correct. Yes. No, not a new question at all. The reason why I'm doing it like this is because I want to build out my UI first, but I'm trying to mock out my UI to use what I would expect to come back. So this is what I would like my services to return. And we might have to do a little bit of changing here and there, but I think this will be pretty solid, man. I think this will be pretty good. So yeah, no, good question. Thanks for asking. And we'll do one more for good measure. Yeah, that's why I decided to make this mock folder, because then we can easily just rip them out when we're done with them. I'm just doing some, I don't even know, some random stuff. Just doing some randoms. Okay, cool. So we got that there. ID, timestamp, message, and sender. So now we are aligned with that. And now we need to import this here as well. So we're going to do this. Look at this fanciness. Import mock song comments from mock song comments. And then all we got to do is that. Easy peasy. I guess the one thing, that should be good. Smart way to handle things. Yeah, thank you. No, it's I want to try to take a new route. Usually what I do is I'll end up building out like the services alongside the UI, but I thought let's just build out the UI to a point where I feel happy with it, and then we set up the backend services to actually handle the data. But at this point, we at least have half of the battle done. So all we're worrying about is like, okay, how are we getting the data in properly? And that's it. We don't have to worry about like actually setting up any UI to handle all that, because it should already be in place. A32, why did you choose to program in JS instead of Swift, Java, Flutter, for example? Mainly because I wanted to learn. I haven't used React Native before. And secondly, I wanted this to be cross-platform. So I'd rather build this in one code base if possible, instead of trying to do a Swift project and then probably would have done Kotlin or something like that. But between Flutter and React Native, I just had more interest in React Native. So that was kind of the thought process behind it there. Oh, and let me change this thing. That was over in Babel. Yeah. So at this point, we can do mock. I'm going to call this mock. And then we're going to pass this thing. Just that folder. So now what we should be able to do is call mock and then playlist like that. And then same thing for over, I guess those actually sections are okay. How long have you been coding for? I don't know why that was a hard question. I think I've been coding for probably like 3.5 years, maybe 4 at this point. Probably somewhere around there. Yo, Perma!
Hey, Carrot.
Yo, coming in with that Twitch Prime sub. My God, 7 months? Dude, it's so nice to see you, man. It's been too long. How you doing, man? Thank you again for that resub, bro. Appreciate you. I wish I could dedicate some time and learn this. Well, I'm going to tell you, you definitely can. You can definitely dedicate time. Just got to find it. Give yourself like 30 minutes every couple days if you're really busy. Just sit down and learn something. Nice seeing your face. Beard looking good as always. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. What languages do you plan to use for backend? So I actually plan to go serverless. So I want to use Azure Functions to handle as much backend services as possible. But with that, I would love to use Go, but I don't think Go is supported on Azure right now. So if not, we'll probably end up using JavaScript as well. So like Node.js. Been busy working a lot on web APIs. Hey, nice, dude. That's dope, though. Yeah, I'm glad that you're posting questions in the Discord, dude. And your people are able to help you out. It's awesome. It's really good to see. Busy is good, though. Busy is good. You guys are what, like halfway through your semester right now? Something along those lines. Okay, so where did we leave off just now? We added our comments, we added our playlists, and now I think we're ready to see if this works. So let's do a quick npm start. Get our bundle server up. I've been coding every morning, but to stay focused, I just zone in. Dude, that's awesome. Those are honestly the best. When I started working on cycles, that's how my day would start. I'd wake up like probably around the same time as I am now. Instead of streaming it, I would just like go ham for a couple hours in the morning, and it felt really nice. Oh my God, dude, congratulations. I hope it is the last class you ever take. All right, our Babel script ran into something here. Oh, no comma. That'll do it. Probably need to restart this. Yo, Black, what's up? Hey, how's the view handled in this framework? Is it EGS? So this is, so React Native uses JSX, but the way that it compiles is it compiles down to, in iOS compiles down to Objective-C. So this is just a JavaScripty way to write a view. And then in Android, it compiles down to Java at the end of the day. Yeah. Hell yeah, dude. We got our comments here. 3 comments. Yes, dude, this is sick. Okay. So we got that working, which is great. And now we actually can start creating our comment item, which will show up in the comment section, right? So right down there, the game plan is for it to look like this. And right now what we're going to do is we're just going to probably just display that like this. Don't worry about this section, and then figure out how to finalize it. Sorry I've been hopping in as much. I've been in the thick of it, but try to chime in here and there, especially with that Twitter prime. No, dude, don't worry about it, man. You do you. Hope everything's been well. Dude, I forgot to tell you, last weekend I went to Minnesota and I saw a Day to Remember. It was probably the biggest Day to Remember show I've ever been to in my life. It was massive, dude. I couldn't believe it. It was insane. It was huge. I was like, what? People listen to this music? What's going on here? I Prevail was there, and also Beartooth. Yeah, it's freaking fantastic. Hey, sick mofo, what's up? Welcome back. Supportic. Hey, which emulator is this? So this is actually a simulator through Xcode. So in order to get this, you have to be running macOS and have Xcode installed on your machine. I'm gonna commit this stuff real quick because this is a pretty good change. Git add, git commit. So we are adding new comment class and moving mock data to mock folder. Yeah, to get that up there as well as a separate commit. Envious, dude. it was good, man. I gotta send you guys some videos. Mosh, of course, man. What do you mean? Was that even a question? Of course. Feels bad, man. Sorry, dude. I've been to probably like 4 concerts in the past week and a half, and my body hates itself. I just like, I'm so sore. so sore. I went to another concert probably 2 weeks ago. This band called Knock Loose, if you ever heard of them. I think I probably showed them to you at one point. And I stage dove a couple times. One of the times I jumped off, there wasn't that many people around, and I fell right on my back, and my neck and my back have been jacked up since then. It hurt, man. Didn't feel too good. But it was so fun. It was great. That was a great show. On the arms like they're helicopters. So ironically enough, I'm a fan of those types of people because I hate people that just push me around. It's like, bro, stop pushing me around, man. Like, I'm trying to hardcore dance right now. I'm not trying to just like push each other back and forth. Like, I don't like that. That stuff bothers me. That's what this A Day to Remember show was like. Yeah, I definitely am not a fan of that. It's really annoying. I'm just like, move, get out of my way. Hey, don't laugh at me, Ebgen, all right? Yeah, no, I don't like that. I don't like that too much. I'm not a fan. But when I mosh, sounds so weird to say, I don't know why. I always like move people away, so I'll like push them and then I swing. So like I've never, I have hit a couple people. I made someone bleed sometime and I felt real bad about it, but hey, life goes on. It's one of those things where, you know, I try to make sure people are out of the way, but sometimes you can't help it because it's just so spaced out. Oh man, all this talk. So there's a show coming tonight actually over here. And I was like, I don't think I want to go, but now after this talk, I think I want to go. Like, I'm ready to go. This band called Counterparts, and then Stray from the Path is headlining. So I think I'm gonna probably go. Do what happens in the pit is part of the territory, but damn it, those people will die for you in that pit. Yeah, no, it's true. Like, if you go in there, like, you got to be prepared to like take a hit because it could happen, right? But yeah, people are usually relatively nice. Like, I very much enjoy it. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I was debating it last night, but after this, I'm just like, well, might as well. Shows are fun, man. Okay, so Now that we have our song list component, we have our song item, song item comment section. Now we need our comment item, which is right here. So at this point, pretty much we're just going to set up this thing. And so let's start by setting our style constants, eh? Styles equals style sheet dot create. Dope. And then we can start by doing this. I think this will be pretty straightforward. The pick community is the weirdest thing. It is really weird. It's like, well, because, you know, people are just dance, man. You know what I'm saying? They just want to dance. And it just happens to be very aggressive dancing. I don't know. Text. This will be, I guess, display name. Anyways, I got to go back to cranking out. I wish you a good day, fam, and everyone. Happy Halloween, everyone. Oh yeah, happy Halloween. Holy crap. Have a good one, dude. Thanks for stopping in. Hope to see you soon. Peace, man. See ya. Wait, what? What did I do wrong here? Allo walkbot. What did I do? Const styles equals style sheet. What? Oh, that's why. I see you. Yeah, it's empty, but it won't be for long. Okay, so comment item. So we'll pass in comment there. And essentially what we're gonna want to do, comment dot sender. Easy. And then after that, we really just have the comment, right? So for now, we're just going to set that up. And this here will be style equals styles dot comment. Let's do text. Display name text like that. Comment text. That should be good. And then at this point, we will use comment.message. So we're getting passed in. So that will display there. And so we can initially set this up with, we had a weight of semi-bold, about 24 pixels. So let's do a font size, 24. Font weight. Let's get our style constants in here. Import all from, import all as style constants from style constants. And then here, just going to be style constants dot boom, semi-bold. Nice. So we have font size, font weight, and then the color E5 dad. Which one is that? Base font color. I'm going to do color, style constants dot base font color. And then from there, our comment text, this guy, I think I just did a size 16 light. Okay. So font size 16. And then we did light weight, and then color is also our E5 dad. E5 dad. Here we go. Comment text. Okay, and then we're gonna need probably a container, right? So we'll call this container. And here we want to do a flex direction of not, do we want to do row? Column. Flex is defaulted at column, right? Or row. I don't really remember. I think it is column. But I'm just going to put it just in case because I can't remember right now. Styles.container goes there. And then, cool. Our comment item is already implemented, which is good. So we just need to pass in. That bad boy. Wait, is it? Hold up now. Hold up there now. Oh, it's not. We got to bring it in right here. Thought it was. So song item comment section. So for this, we're going to need to get our comments. And here we'll probably need to set state. Probably need to set some state here. Excuse me. And then so our comment item, song comment section. We have our comment item that's going to go in here. And then, so here we do const map comments, map comment items, map comments will equal that, do it in here. And then so now I think about it, we're gonna have to make a flat list here. Yeah, right? Because it's a table in here. So we should probably do that. And we don't have to, I guess we could technically do our delete stuff, but I don't think we need to. And I think it'd be kind of weird. But we will have to figure out a way to delete a comment. Yeah, something like that. So let's actually get our flat list implementation set up. We did already do this, so it shouldn't be anything new. Just can't remember the way that they did it. Because we ended up pulling in a library for our other stuff, right? I know we need render item and data probably. And flat list is part of React Native, right? Yeah. So import text style sheet view, flat list as well. So it's data and then whatever our render item is. Okay. So at this point, we will remove that and we will say flat list. I don't think we need anything inside of it, so we're gonna be self-closing. We're gonna do data is equal to comments, and then render item will equal how did I do render item for the song? Yeah, render item, we just pass in this thing. Okay. So actually just gonna grab this. And then here, render item, we're just gonna pass in our comment. Would it have to be render item? Oh, no, it's pass in our function. Duh. Okay, so it's render item does go there. And then it's going to be our item. And then we need to import the comment item. So import comment item from comment item. Like that. I'm going to grab this thing. Delete that. Do a comment item. And then our comment is going to equal to item. Just gonna equal to item. Yeah. Cool. So const render item to go there. We return that thing there. And at this point, now we need to go to where this is being set up. And then we need to pass in our comments. So comments is going to equal to song data.comments. And I think we should be good, folks. So now we should be able to actually see everything. So let's do an npm start and then npm run iOS start. And let's see it. See if we got our data back. Hey, there we go. Nice. There it is. Oh, the flat list actually. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the flat list. No. I wonder if the flat list is going to help us with our issue of the height from before. Actually would be pretty crazy. We should comment that out real quick and take a look. So if we go to a swipeable animated swipe row, so let's remove this real quick. I'm very curious to see this now. Oh no, I was gonna be like, damn, that's crazy. But this also now gives us a bit of an issue to work around. We're setting a static height, but now actually this is good because this gives us the opportunity to this gives us the opportunity now to work with the proper expanding height of the item cell, which is really great. So we're gonna have to figure that out too, which is good. Okay, so one thing we need to do is give a style here. container. Nice. Oh, but that does set the height. Okay, so we don't want to set the... I guess technically we do. But that would be the height there. Not too shabby, I guess. It looks a little weird. I think it's a little too large. But like this can definitely be like a 20. And obviously we need to put some spacing in and stuff, but hell yeah, dude. We got comments, man. This is dope. I like it. Dude, this is sick. I'm a fan. It's so crazy. It's finally coming together. Nice. Very nice. And let's look at this thing. So a scroll view. I think it automatically... Initial scroll index? Yeah, since it's a flat list, it should automatically have the scroll view implementation in it. So what if we did... Just, I want to check this out now. Mock song comments. Let's just add many of these. I'm curious to see how that, if that scroll view just kicks in automatically. I think it does. Oh, crapola. Well, almost in, it uses the, oh, and it overflows. Oh no. Oh no. Stylings, man. God damn it. Yeah. We're gonna have to fix that too. This is good. This is good, good stuff to know. Hey, it's getting there. You know, what can I say? It's getting there. So with that said, what else do we got that we can start with? Yeah. I think that's actually might be a good stopping point for today. Isn't the flat list supposed to scroll? It is, but the problem is, I think I know what it is. Problem is that our section, our flat list is actually being wrapped in a touchable opacity. So this is a child of a parent that has a touchable opacity view on it, which means as I try to scroll, it's gonna intercept that instead. So gonna have to figure that one out. I don't really know the best approach to that. Oh. It's got to be something though. But anyways, that's gonna be the end of the stream for me today, folks. Thank you all for coming out. Appreciate you all being here. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been here before, consider giving it a follow. Would love to have you back. Get notified when I go live. I'm here Monday through Friday, 12:30 p.m. UTC and 5:30 a.m. PST. Would love to have you back, part of the stream, hanging out and coding up some stuff. And also we have a great community on Discord with a lot of really cool people. A lot of the people that were here in chat today are part of that. So consider joining the community, showcase some of your projects, get some help, talk about programs, talk about anything really, and enjoy your time over there. Would love to have you. Trying to grow the community to get as many devs as we can. Hey, I'm glad you liked it, L2. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm glad you learned something. That's the whole point. And I hope to see you contributing to Grüvee one day. But at the end of every stream, folks, I always love to raid some other programmers out there in the world. So if you are a sub, go ahead and grab that sub message. Adalan, rip the bun. Or Tunala, what's up? Welcome. And everyone else, don't worry, grab Twitch, rip the bun. We're going to go ahead and see who we got online today that we can give a nice little raid to. We did Clark IO the other day. Let's see if we can find someone new. Let's find someone new today. Usually web development has more people. Python and Django? Ooh, interesting. What about just programming, I guess? Creepy Halloween game dev? Ooh. What? I guess we're gonna have to raid this guy, right? This guy funny? Alex Rose Games. Alright, folks, get in on that raid. Let's show Alex some love. Thank you all again for being here. Oh, just as a heads up, I'm 90% sure I will not be streaming tomorrow. I will throw it in the Discord, but just in case you're not in there, I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I'm going to go to a show tonight. So usually when that's the case, I don't get home till really late. And then if I streamed, I'd only get about 4 hours of sleep. So most likely will not be doing that. But we'll let you know. Stay tuned. And let's enjoy the raid. Thank you very much for being here, friends. Have a good one. Peace.